Hey there again, guys. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Cinque Terre, which I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. I heard it referred to the 5 lands or also the 5 villages. So this was another excursion that we booked on our cruise. The actual name of this was the Cinque Terre by train and limoncino excursion. It was again through the shortexcursionsgroup.com, no affiliation. But there's many tour operators to choose from, again, like I talked about, whether it's with the cruise itself or other locals. Cinque Terre are beautiful seaside villages. In this particular excursion, you're going to visit 3 of them. First, though, things to point out is at this particular port, you get bussed over from the cruise ship. And then after meeting the tour guide and making sure everybody gets there, then it was about a 15, I want to say, if I remember, or so minute walk over to the train station. And then, but, you know, for us, that was great because we got to do some of the walking through the town that we wanted to have done otherwise. So we were able to do that. And, but others too, again, if you're concerned about that, you could also take a taxi there if you'd like. But then also know when you get to those train stops, there's going to be a lot of walking involved too. So keep that in mind as well for some of you. I do want to mention, be careful, especially on the train with your belongings. There was an excursion a few days later, and so we heard from them that their wallet was stolen. I'd hate for that to happen to you guys when you're there. Because you know you're there to have a great vacation, and that's the last thing you'd want, especially at the start of your trip. Because of that, we had heard about things prior to it. So I actually bought this crossbody bag, and I actually bought these small locks on Amazon. So what I decided to do initially, I was using the locks for luggage and just the crossbody bag, and I was going to wear it in the front. You see a lot of people put their backpacks or the bag somewhere like this, and they wear them in the front instead of the back. I tried wearing it the first day in Rome, and it's just uncomfortable. I had the gimbal and some other things in there, extra battery packs and waters and whatnot. And it's just uncomfortable. It gets in the way. So, the end of that day or later on, I decided, let me see if I could do something with the locks that I had bought for the luggage and put them on here. So what I did was I looped them through the zipper. So one of them is just always going to be open. I don't put anything in there, but it kept the main larger one locked and inaccessible, and I got to wear it on my back like it was just a normal bag. So that came in pretty handy. Something to think about. All right, so now that we're on the train, if you're like me, you're going to be disappointed at the start because after about a minute, the train goes into a mountain, and there's going to be no view. So it's completely dark. In the train, there's light, but there's no views like you're imagining until you pop out of the mountain and get very excited. And then what seems like a couple seconds later, you're shot back right into the mountain. But it's all right. Don't worry. After a few minutes, you're going to get out of the mountain. And then a good majority of that, you're going to get some great views as you're traveling along the ocean side to the various stops. I think there was a stop or two before arriving at the first stop to get off, which was Riomaggiore. It's got some narrow streets. There's some large, colorful buildings, so they're real close together and very tall. So it's very nice as you're walking through there. It's not a large town. You're not going to spend a lot of time there. We were told that we could walk around and make it back to the train by making a large loop around this town. I don't know if the directions weren't clear or we went the wrong way, but we almost missed our group time for the next stop to get on the train. We weren't the only ones that this happened to. Fortunately, everyone did make it back in time, but one of the other groups was running for a few minutes to get there. So just keep in mind, not the end of the world if you do miss it. The train will then take you to the next stop to be able to get off and catch up. But just keep that in mind if you're going and you get out of the town, you've gone too far, so turn back around. So something about Italy particularly that's nice is all the bathrooms we used were very clean. Although make sure to carry euros with you because most of the public bathrooms did require about, I think it's about €1 if I remember correctly. But I'm more than happy to pay that and make sure there's an attendant there to clean after every use and just make sure that it's well kept. Particularly at the first stop, there's a bathroom near, I think it's the marina there. So if you do need to go to the bathroom, just know that that's there. And then the next stop was Vernazza. Again, here there were large, colorful buildings. If you're going to walk through the town, you're going to come across the ocean with some great spots for photos and videos. And it's not a very far walk to get from this train station down to there. I'd probably say it's a couple minutes at the most. So make sure you grab down there, but it's very busy. So you'll have plenty of time there, though, to make sure you get some space for some photos. Take time, make sure you grab some gelato while you're there. You're gonna have plenty of time to do that. The other thing that was nice too is we tried some calamari from La Bottega del Frito. What caught our attention was that they served them in a large cone. We opted for the plate, but if you're looking for a nice photo in the cone, it's still great either way. It was really good. And then our last stop was Monterosso, hands down my favorite of the 3 stops. It's got a pretty decently sized beach area to relax. That's the first thing you're gonna notice as you get off the train station, is right in front of you is the beach. There's gonna be bathrooms to change and use, but make sure that you just have your Euros with you if you're planning to do that. So in Monterosso, there's gonna be a lot of food options. And so we had a recommendation by our tour guide and decided to try out some pizza and wine at Lapos. It was delicious, but we also had a wonderful view of the ocean while we were having our wine and our pizza. Monterosso is going to be the larger of the 3 towns that you stop on the excursion, and it's going to have some different areas to explore here. So whether you want to walk around and check out a lot of what it has to offer, or maybe depending on when you visit, maybe you can bring a bag with your swimsuit and towel to enjoy the amazing beach. So if you know the weather's going to be nice during your visit, maybe that's something that you'll want to do for a little bit if you want to relax down on the beach, which we were really considering doing on another day. But yeah, overall, I think it was a wonderful use of our day. We spent an extra day at this port. We were really considering coming back to Monterosso to enjoy the beach the next day for that free day. But instead, we decided to wander around town to explore La Spezia, and that's going to be the next video coming up. So I hope you all enjoy my commentary in the videos, and like always, let me know what you think, any comments, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks.